The new book, May-December End, The Ballad of Joey Flowers. Available now on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. Get your copy today.
Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals, just married. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted, they fall. Nothing to hold, nothing at all. Screaming in silence, no curtain call. Just echoes in an empty hall. Answers buried in the static.
Hello there, everybody. It's me, Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, as always. And across from me here, drinking her drink or soda,
My little drinky drink.
the lovely Gloria Rosario. Hello, Gloria.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
Good. How's it going?
We're sick.
Sick and tired and just blah.
Well, I don't know if you guys, for you guys that have been listening, you guys noticed, especially Gloria's voice has been kind of nasally and weird. First it was allergies, then she ended up, what ended up happening?
Always something with me. So what happened is that I have been getting really bad sinus issues lately. And I thought it was just my allergies, and I just kept what is that spray that I use?
I don't know, some kind of nasal
It's like it's Nasalex, I think it's called, or I don't know, but what it does is you put it in your nose and you inhale it and it opens your sinuses. Well,
Well, they tell you not to overuse that stuff,
right.
but you were using a lot of it.
It was either that or have a migraine because my sinuses were so bad. So I noticed that after a while,
That's
even
probably why you had an Incredible Hulk nostril.
yeah. Is it back to normal? I haven't even
I
checked.
guess. I don't know. My eyeballs are bad.
No, so what ended up happening is that I irritated my sinuses so bad with the spray that it went from just being allergies to being sinus infection.
And it was
And
pretty bad.
oh yeah, if I laid down to go to sleep, I would get a migraine because the pressure
Well, yeah.
behind my eyes and all that area, like, it hurt.
I've had a sinus infection before. They're not fun. I had it pretty bad too.
Yeah, but I didn't have any other symptoms. It was just, I couldn't breathe through my nose. Oh, excuse me. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's what happened when you have a drink before the. Yeah, and then me, I'm like this, like, I don't know. I swear, man, like, I get it, but then at the same time, I'm like, don't go to work sick. 'Cause, I swear, and I'm not gonna name names or anything like that. So, in case you guys are wondering, yes, I'm a little bit under the weather too. I'm trying to get over this whatever I had.
Right.
Although it doesn't make me sound more, what is the word I'm looking for? Sultry, more grown up.
Well, the thing with my stuff is that my doctor thinks that it warrants a CT scan of my face, basically my sinuses.
Yeah.
So I had the appointment for Monday, but I'm having complications.
Well,
and
yeah,
stuff.
well, stuff's being just goofy.
Insurance stuff.
Yeah.
Just, So it's Friday and I didn't get to figure much out, didn't get many calls back. So I was able to get a hold of somebody that schedules, and I told them the situation. They're like, "Oh, we can move it to December 30th, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll just wait till the next
Next year, might as
year."
well, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I guess 'tis the season, right? I mean, I'm sure it's not that serious, but I mean, it's not,
No, it's
doesn't
not
hurt looking
serious,
at it.
but I guess what tends to happen, especially with somebody like me, um, I haven't had a sinus infection in my allergies and my asthma and my one functioning lung haven't given me any issues in the past maybe 2, 3 years.
Mm.
And now all of a sudden it just came back with like a vengeance.
Yeah, I don't know, something in the air.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it though, because if I do have an issue with my sinus, there's two possibilities. They're gonna put, I don't know if you guys have seen the the videos that are on Facebook sometimes where they put like a balloon through your,
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
yeah, that might be a
And then the balloon
possibility.
comes out of your mouth or whatever.
Yeah, or vice versa. I don't remember how it goes. I think it
No,
comes out of
they
your
go
mouth,
through
right?
your, yeah, they
Yeah,
go
they go
through
through
your
your nose and
nose.
it comes out through your. I'm not looking forward to that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but
But we'll see. Hopefully I won't need that.
anyways, we'll get healthy at some point. I don't know when. Now we got all this dander floating around our house. We got the weather where I swear. So like it snowed. When would it snow? Last month? This Monday? Last
Yeah.
Monday? And we got what? Like it was like 10 inches of snow. If you look outside right now, there's like barely any snow. There's water everywhere, and it's gonna be like in the 50s by Christmas.
Yeah, but tomorrow is only going to be like 34
Yeah, but
and
still,
snowing and raining.
us people from Chicago walking around in shorts,
What? It's 40 degrees? Heat
shorts,
wave.
just a hoodie or your coat's open, no hat.
And that's why we're all sick.
Yes, that's why we sound like Barry White.
I don't know. It's just, I'm over it.
As am I.
Anywho, what's the topic
Anyway, a
for today?
work in progress is what the topic is. So
Wait.
Gloria and I were talking about actually it was a pretty good conversation we were having, and on this show we goof around and stuff, and like we do want to like kind of get semi-serious, I guess, sometimes. But I know Gloria recently has been struggling with a couple things, and I know I have, and I mean we're always working at it, right? Trying to be a better version of ourselves. But um, yeah, I mean, and with the year kind of coming to a close, it kind of makes you think about things and put things in perspective, and sometimes it's, I guess, kind of like in vain, right? Because like me, I personally don't do resolutions, and I always thought they were stupid because I mean, everybody breaks them. Like I'm sure there's some people that'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make these changes and make the changes." But for as generally speaking, and as most of the time, it's just people talking out of their you know what. It's like, oh, I'm gonna start going to the gym, and then okay, they go to the gym for a month, and then they start tapering off and back to the old crap, or oh, I'm gonna do this, and I mean, everybody knows the drill.
Right.
So I don't do resolutions. What about you?
No.
Yeah, I don't do them.
I don't think I've ever in my life said that's my resolution.
I think I maybe did it once.
It,
Maybe.
it's like I don't do good with like setting
You don't do setting goals. Yeah, me neither.
goals. It's just like, no, because then I feel like I'm weird. If it becomes like a chore, if I feel like it
Yeah, but and I know some people listening out there. I know right away what's going on in their head. It's like you gotta do the hard stuff. You gotta do it, right?
can't I just take like a super long nap?
You can, but you ain't gonna get nothing done.
But I will be well rested.
Well, this is true. You'll be well rested to do nothing, and that's not productive. Yeah, I don't know. I get it, but yeah, resolutions I think are kind of eh. no bueno. So, I mean, obviously, I can't speak for Gloria, but for myself, I'm sure a lot of you know kind of my deal and uh, my background, kind of how my life went, and how I was diagnosed with mixed depression and anxiety. And then I had to stop going to therapy because of insurance and money and all that stuff. I think I lost my job.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't have coverage. And mental health is not, I mean, you got to pay for it, right? So, I mean, the doctors have to get paid.
Right.
Um, I know for myself, I'm not as bad as I used to be. I'm better at a lot of things, although I admittedly still have things to work on. And which, I mean, my mental health for sure. Right now, I'm currently working on my weight, um, self-esteem issues, self-worth issues. Um, and look, I'm not perfect, and some days are better than others. Some days I rock it, and then other days not so much. Like I said, it's I mean, it's progress, not perfection, right?
Yes. But they go hand in hand, I think, right?
What do you mean?
Progress and
Well, no, I'm saying I'd rather be actually trying to do something and be better
okay, okay. I
than be
misunderstood what you said.
perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, progress over perfection.
Right.
So it's better to progress than have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna nail it every day, all day, every day. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have off days.
That's unrealistic.
I think so. Like, I'm telling you, man, there's days where I get up and I'm like, I'm not feeling too bad. There's other days I get up and I'm like, it's like this. No, that ain't it.
What's our anthem in the morning?
I don't even know. Which one?
Do 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 do.
Oh, I don't want to go to work. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to go to work. There's some TikTok thing that we saw. But yeah, we sing that in the mornings.
Every morning.
Yeah, I don't want to go to work.
I don't wanna go to work.
No, but I have to go to work because I got to pay for stuff for Gloria.
And I'm expensive.
Well, yeah, she is. I got to pay to fix her nostril. What about you, Gloria? What's going on? What kind of things are you working on?
Oh boy.
I know you mentioned that you found a place to go for your mental health,
Yes.
which I think is great,
Yes.
and it's affordable and everything.
I was so surprised. I think it has something to do with the insurance, and it just right now it's a little too good to be true. I'm just waiting for the rug to be like, "Oh, you owe us $7,000."
No, I don't. I wouldn't look at it like that. But I think that's great. I mean, that's something that I put off and for various reasons, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's either cost or time and I know you gotta
Do it.
do it. I get it, but it's I mean, I'm glad that you found or you're taking those steps. I gotta take those steps.
Well, I don't start yet. I wanted to wait until next year because of the insurance,
Hmm.
deductibles and whatnots.
Yeah,
So I think I start. What did I say? The 10th?
think so.
It's like on a Saturday. In
And then you can do it from home or whatever, right? Like on your computer or something.
Yes, most of they do have therapists that are on site, but we live far from, the location where they're at.
Mm.
Um, I mean, if I had to go on like once a month, it'd be like okay, but
I think that's the norm, right? I don't. It's been a while since I've been to
well,
therapy.
the way that they explained it to me is that I would be meeting on Saturday mornings with
Mhm.
this person via virtual,
Mhm.
and it would be an hour session and on a biweekly schedule.
Okay.
So it's not
So that's what, twice a month then, right?
twice a month. So $60
That's-
a month,
that's
which
not
is
bad.
not too bad.
People pay more for their streaming. Well,
No.
useless.
Right. I was kind of wary about it because it's a new therapy group that came out and they're Latin based and it's female based.
Hmm.
So I don't think that they take male clients.
Okay.
Um
I mean,
But
that's
I'm not-
not a bad thing, right?
no, not at all. But it's just geared towards women and
Mm-hmm.
the Latin culture. And that's why I was kind of attracted to it because nobody's gonna understand what it's like to grow up Latin if you're not Latin,
That's true, but at the same time, I want to say that mental health has no,
No, of course not.
it doesn't matter what race, color, whatever you are.
No,
Mental health is,
mental health.
yeah,
But I just felt more comfortable talking to someone who kind of
Can relate.
understands and can relate
Yeah.
to,
I don't think there's anything wrong.
no,
with that.
no, not at all. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm kind of, well, we were talking about it before we started recording
Mm.
that I feel a little anxious,
Which is expected. It's normal.
right. So I was telling Joel that if I could, I would just kind of not deal with it and just deal with the anxiety and the stress. And
Nah, you can't do that.
no, I can't.
No.
As it is, I'm already tired just from being sick, but
Mhm.
tired when you're depressed is like a whole different world,
Yeah. And I mean, I know when we were talking before the mics went on, I mean, I still get depressed. I still, I mean, I may deal with it better than I used to, but I mean, I still get depressed and I still have my moments and stuff like that, as you do also. But like I said, I think it's great that you're starting to kind of get the therapy and kind of realize you need to fix it and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Right, because I think it's really important. There's a lot of other things that kind of have come to light and just kind of it's been a lot for me to deal with.
Mm.
I've been dealing. I'm high functioning. So I've been going to work. I've been,
Me too.
seeing family, hanging out with, brothers, mom, whatever.
And it's crazy. Not crazy. That probably not the best.
Not the best word,
Whoops.
sir.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, it's people like don't know. Like when I go to work, they don't know. Like
What
I
you're
suffer
going
from
through.
depression. They don't know I'm having issues or whatever. They don't know.
No, and the weird thing about being an anxious person and having depression and then having to deal with the new uncharted territories that I've, had to go through these last couple of months.
Mm.
Is this getting to be too much? I was telling Joel that I feel kind of like disconnected from myself, which if you've never been through it, you kind of don't understand. And the best way to explain it is like, and I'm not crazy. I like to clarify.
Well, that's debatable.
Well, for argument's sake at the
No,
moment,
she's not crazy.
I just feel like detached. You know what I mean? I feel like a robot. Like I'm just going through these motions and stuff. I have feelings, obviously. I smile, I laugh, I goof around still, but I'm high functioning, so that's what we do. That we thrive on. Situations like this.
Yeah.
And the best way that I can describe it to somebody who hasn't been through it is like, imagine you are yourself, right? You're a body, you're a person.
Mm.
And when I say I feel detached, it feels like something else is driving you. You know what I mean? Like,
Almost like you're on autopilot.
right, like you're a puppet. You know what I mean? You're just going through the motions, and there's a little man or a little woman inside of your brain just running your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that from the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh,
Turtles?
Krang and the
Krang.
brain or whatever.
Yes.
Krang.
Yeah, you know how it was a body
hmm
and then the brain was the one,
Controlling.
controlling it like a robot. That's what I feel like. And I know that sounds crazy, like if you haven't been through like this type of depression or, issues,
Mm.
but that's what it feels like. Just I'm on autopilot, and it hasn't, it was okay for a while. I was able to kind of like push through it, but now it's getting to the point where I can't do it anymore,
Mm.
And it hasn't affected my mood. I mean, I'm still goofing around, still smiling and stuff, but you never really know what people are going through, like inside,
Mm.
which is kind of like, why people look at me or look at other people going through similar situations emotionally. Like, why are you depressed? Like, how are you depressed? You were just goofing around yesterday. I mean,
Yeah, isn't that's another thing. I mean, I've said this before. How sometimes I feel like Dr. Heckle, Mr. Hyde, or
right. It just
Mr.
feels like you're two
two
different,
different people.
you
Because I
know,
can be like the goofy Joel, right, and like happy go lucky, and I've always described myself as like the sad clown, right? Happy on the outside, and then on the inside, the sad is sad, right? That's how I would describe myself a lot of the time.
yeah, that's similar to how I feel. Not necessarily a clown, but it's just like, I don't know. I have I'm not good at communicating, obviously,
I haven't noticed.
I'm not good at expressing myself on certain things. Get me mad and I will express myself to a T. But
She will express
all
herself.
other emotions, I'm just kind of like, well, you see
Mhm.
what happened, and I struggle with kind of
Yeah,
explaining
my brain
myself.
kind of short circuits.
Right. Basically, that's what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm just starting to feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, not about my image, it's not about anything like that. It's just like I don't feel like myself. And it's like what frustrates me so much, and I think it kind of makes the situation worse, is like I just want to wake up tomorrow and be okay.
Mhm.
I'm not choosing to feel how I feel now.
But you know what? When we wake up in the morning, we are okay.
Yeah, because you woke up.
You
Like
woke
I
up and
woke
you
up,
got another day,
I'm still functioning.
right?
It's just it's getting harder and harder to kind of not fake the funk, because I'm not faking anything.
Mhm.
It's just it's getting harder for me to just kind of
Maintain your head above water.
right. And that makes me sad, just because it's been difficult. I've kind of found my footing and I found my place kind of, but not really. Like I said, I'm on autopilot, so it's just like I'm just going through the motions. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on my side.
Yeah, but I'm here to help you out
And
and
I've been
support
I've
you.
been dealing with it. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
you've been doing fine.
I just
Although I will say, and not to put you on blast or anything, I can tell when something's off. And there are times like when you come home or I see you and I can tell something's off.
oh yeah, because I'm not myself. I'm telling you
Or
that.
like we're normally, Gloria and I always give each other, grief. And it's all in fun too. Me and Gloria, like, not prank each other, but we joke around a lot and we make fun of each other and tease each other and all this stuff all in fun. But then I mean you can just tell, and then you the same with me, when there's something up.
Well, yeah. like I said, it's just becoming a blob for me, like a blurb. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I'm a little bit more sensitive than normal. I'm not a very sensitive person to begin with when it comes to like, I guess, getting my feelings hurt. Because most of the stuff, most of the time, things will just roll off my back. Like, I don't, you're dumb,
Yeah, I'm the
whatever.
same. Yeah, I'll just ignore it or roll off my back.
But I just think that just because I'm not, I don't know how to process things or I get stuck, it like overworks me
Mm,
and then I feel like I'm being attacked when I might not be being, attacked.
yeah.
And it's tiring.
Mhm.
I'm just mentally just blah, physically just blah,
I
and the
know.
sinuses aren't helping either. So, it's a combination of everything.
Yeah.
I'm a snotty, depressed booger, I guess. I don't know.
Here, Gloria the Booker.
Gloria the booger. I feel like a slug.
Yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. I too was. You said you were in a blob, and I recently just started kind of getting out of it. It's not, you know, I'm grateful that I'm starting to kind of claw my way back out of it. That was kind of slipping into some bad habits and bad thoughts and bad just not where I should be. And like I said, I have my good days and my bad days, but then there were days where I was like sinking. And I know Gloria noticed it. And, um, but I mean, recently I started to get myself out of it and, basically just changing my outlook on things and just taking one thing at a time, right? I think one mistake that people make is that they overwhelm themselves and then it's like they're trying to deal with too much stuff at one time.
But that's what depression and anxiety does to you.
I know, but
You know,
you can't. Rome wasn't conquered in a day or built in a day or whatever.
right?
So you gotta even if you take baby steps, because God knows that's what I do. I'm not taking I'm not taking no big steps.
No, but I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm
Mm,
totally on the same page. But when depression comes from brain chemistry,
yeah,
sometimes no matter how much you try to
that is true.
take yourself out of it,
And see, this is one of the I'm not gonna say issue. Like the whole positive thinking and life coaching thing and all that stuff, right? Don't get me wrong, love it. I mean, I wanted to be a life coach at one point
right?
or thought that's what I should be doing. But and as time went on, like even that wasn't working for me. And I think,
Oh, excuse me, guys.
oh, that's fine. Um, I think some of them paint the wrong picture, if that makes any sense,
No, it does.
because everything's not always happy or sunshine.
The toxic
Sun,
positivity.
yes,
That's what it's called.
yeah, toxic positivity. And it's like, not to be a downer or like saying that stuff's bad or whatever, like trying to speak positive or whatever, but it's like, I mean, come on, some of them are in it for, notoriety or money.
Right.
It's a monetary thing. But I don't know. It's I was losing my track of thought there.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's just difficult because everybody's situation is different, you know. And some people don't know what depression is and they have it
Mhm.
and they just think that they're broken inside and that there's something like wrong with them.
That's what I was getting at.
Right.
Because
That's what I got from it.
yeah, because you were mentioning that the mental health comes into play, and that's what I was trying to get at. Like the that positive thinking stuff and life coaching and changing the way you think, blah 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 blah. It's great, right? And it's I get it, and it's helpful and all of that stuff. But what do you do when you have some sort of chemical imbalance or some sort of mental issue where, like, for example, myself, I'm on a medication right now, on one medication for it.
Right.
Um, and honestly, if I would have kept going to therapy, it probably would have put me on another one. Um, and I have things that haven't been diagnosed yet, and I know I have something, but I mean that's my issue. I have to go take care of that, right?
Right.
But that's a question that I've had a few times about what about that? Like, what do you the life coaching stuff and positive thinking stuff and all of that? Great, but then it's not that easy for some people.
No. And see, excuse me, guys. That's where personal responsibility and accountability come in. Because I've said this before, and this is coming from a person who's like mentally messed up. I was going to say something else, but you guys get it.
Yeah.
Mentally, not to say that I can't function because, again, I'm high functioning.
Uh,
It's difficult to, deal with that kind of thing. But if you really want to get better, and I know depression messes with you and the chemical imbalances mess with you, and you just feel lost, but you have to kind of fight your way out of it.
mhm.
You have to do your part, whether it's joining a group or finding assistance within your, religious community, whether it's, talking to your friend
Shoot, even finding a community on like TikTok
or
or
make your own community
make a
like
community.
we've been doing,
Yeah.
and you have to fight to get better. You have to find a
Absolutely.
reason. You have to, and I know it's hard because depression is different for everybody and not everybody's high functioning on depression.
Right. Right.
There are people who get depression and do not shower for days and
Yeah, they
days.
lose their job
They
and
they don't sleep,
yeah.
they don't eat. They're just basically potatoes, and I don't mean to make light of the situation, but it's like you're alive but in a coma,
Mm,
basically, and some people like that just no matter how much they want to get better, they can't because it's a chemical thing,
mhm.
and you have to take at least the first step and talk to somebody, anybody, you know. And it being December and the holidays and, all that type of stuff, suicide rates go up, depression, goes up,
Yeah.
anxiety goes up,
I know a lot of people that this time of year is kind of hard
right.
because they've either lost someone or they had some sort of trauma
And
happen. Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but some people have seasonal depression
Mhm.
where nothing bad has to happen, but just because it's like darker outside,
Your mood changes.
your
or
mood
whatever.
changes and you can't help that. And it's just like, it just happens,
Mm.
and it's a cycle. But you have to find a reason to get help, you know?
Yeah, and if you know someone that something seems off or whatever, I mean,
check on your friends.
check on them. Yeah.
Check on your family. Check on your friends. If they cuss you out and tell them to, screw off or whatever,
Uh,
at least you're making the effort, whether they realize it at the moment or not. Like, you should check on your people and make sure that they're okay.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because depression, it's not just, why don't you just smile and get happy?
What are you depressed for?
I
It's
remember-
like, yeah, that used to irk me.
Man, somebody told me that one time. What do you have to be depressed about? Your life is good. You have a job. Your husband supports you. You have a house and a roof and food on the table. And I was like, my brain doesn't function like that. Like, what part are you not understanding?
Yeah.
I could have $1 million and have like the most perfect life.
Yeah, I mean, look at the musicians or movie stars or
Right,
whatever
Robin
that
Williams,
they had
Tyler Perry.
everything, money, they got fame, and that didn't make them happy.
No, it didn't. People need to realize that, that you're not going to find happiness in drugs. You're not going to find it in alcohol. You're not going to find it in other people or in material things or not even in religion sometimes. And I'm not talking down religion to anybody. But sometimes when the chemicals in your brain are off, they're off.
I think that's how people get addicted to things, because they're trying to find that the remedy, and then they get it.
Again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be very honest and open, because that's what we try to do around here.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with Joel one day where I was telling him, like, ugh, I need help because, I feel like I would just want to start drinking, and that's going to lead to something else. That's going to lead to something else. And before you know it, I'm going to be on drugs again. I don't want that. And it's like, I know my triggers and I know what is going to like set me off.
Mhm.
And it's like, just in talking to you and you just sitting there and listening was enough for me to, I mean, I know these things, but it's different when you're talking to someone and you're processing things and getting feedback and you're like, whoa, this is a stupid idea. Like, if I start drinking, this is going to lead to that, to that, to that, to that. And then before you know it, I'm going to be even more depressed because of the alcohol, because of the substances, And it's just like this one vicious cycle, and you have to break your own cycle. Nobody else is going to be able to help you. When Joel and I were just having this conversation before, we logged on, we were saying, and I was telling him, like, you can't fix me. You can try to cheer me up and be there for me and be supportive, but you can't fix me. Things that normally make me happy aren't going to fix me. Like, I have to do the work to get better, because if not, what's the alternative? And I'm trying to catch things before they get worse. And I'll be honest and accountable. I have not done what I had been saying that I was going to do. Right? I never went to talk to a grief counselor. I never, did any of that stuff. I do what I do best. I shove it down to the core of my existence and just try to get over it. And this time it's not working. So it is what it is, You got to speak up when you need help.
Yep.
Yes. I feel like I'm rambling, you guys. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not rambling at all. I think it's good that you're getting help and stuff like that. And excuse me, my the frog in my throat. Yeah, no, I think it's great that you're starting to get the proper help and stuff like that. And it's I know it's not easy all the time, and like I said, I'm always here for you. So it's like,
sorry, not to cut you off, but you know what's so messed up about like being independent since I was like 6? That sounds so wrong when I'm saying it. But it's so hard for me to ask for help.
Mm,
It is so hard. Like
same.
I am so used to being like not necessarily in charge, but making decisions and figuring things out for other people and just I'm like a madam fix it all. Like, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm uh how do I want to say this? I'm a mother without being a mother. I have so many roles and so many different, I guess, functions in my life, and people depend on me, and it's just, it's hard.
Mm,
It's hard for me to be like, I need help, but I know that if I don't ask for help, that there are going to be long-term consequences,
yes. Yeah, there will be.
and it's going to be even harder once everything starts to
There's only
hurt.
there's only so much you can sweep under the rug
Oh,
before
for
the
sure.
rug doesn't lay flat.
No,
You
like,
know what I mean?
right.
So it's like, and I mean, I'm guilty of stuff like that too. Like you just said that um, you didn't go to grief counseling and all of that stuff, and you just keep putting it off. And that, look, I'm the same way. I've been talking about going to a therapist again for how long,
Yeah.
and I just keep putting it off, putting it off. And truth be told, guys, I had an appointment set for the beginning of, I think it was this month, and I ended up canceling it, and then I never rescheduled. So, I mean, that's on me, right?
Right. Again, personal accountability and personal responsibility play a big role in people getting better.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where we'll leave it for today. And yeah, guys, like we were talking about, if you know anybody that something seems off, or you think they might be suffering from anxiety or depression, check on them, see how they're doing, see if they need help, see if they need, help finding a therapist, or, how to find a therapist, or anything, or just be there to support them. And
Sometimes just sitting down with a cup of coffee, a bowl of soup, something simple, and having a conversation is enough to get things moving in your
yes,
favor.
absolutely. Yeah, all it is to show a little bit of kindness and just that you care.
And have a little compassion.
And yeah,
Understand that people don't, and I've heard this before so many times, people don't fake being depressed, they fake being happy.
yes,
So yeah, it's not just a matter of, oh, get out there and get home.
and not to sound proud of it, but myself, speaking for myself, over the years I got really good at hiding it,
Of course.
and that's why a lot of people are what's wrong with Joel? It's like, blah blah blah, because I got really good at hiding it.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, high functioning. So I still went to work. I still paid my bills. I still took care of stuff. Well, for the most part, I took care of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's check on your people. And I know it's hard when you're by yourself, and you gotta keep yourself accountable and want to be better. So, I mean, the help's out there and the support's out there. Even if you don't have like many friends or family or anything, it's out there. And then with technology now, with the internet and TikTok's not only like cat videos and people twerking. So there are resources out there. So stop doom scrolling and start searching for what you need to be searching for. Yeah, but yeah, anybody out there, having some issues and stuff like that, man, Heart goes out to you because been there dealing with that. But we can get through it. We can just support each other and get her done.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. That's where I guess we'll leave it for this time. And don't forget to visit the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. Like we stated before, we're working on some stuff there. Things may look different here and there. But yeah, feel free to go on the website. There's clips of the actual podcast. We're trying to put more kind of random postings and stuff like that. Things related to the show, things we talk about, stuff like that. And then if you want to drop us an email, some message, you want to complain about Gloria, send it to sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com.
I'm going to tell you where to put that complaint.
Excuse me.
One thing that we forgot to mention, and we usually when we talk about heavy topics, we say this. By all means,
Do not pay attention to us.
no, we are not professionals.
No. We're just
Two idiots with the mics.
two knuckleheads
Yeah.
with a microphone in front of us. And I mean, we speak from experience, right? So we can just share our experiences and what we're doing and not doing and things like that. But please, by all means, don't listen to Gloria.
No, please don't. Unless I'm telling you to go get help, please do not do anything outside of.
Yeah, we're not experts at all. We're just living life like everyone else. So please, guys, don't take everything we say, like gospel.
No.
It's I mean, if there's something that resonates with you, great, but yeah, I mean, go get professional help because
Yes.
Gloria ain't professional
Not.
at all.
No.
Anyways, don't forget to go to speaking of. Yeah, don't forget to visit the socials on TikTok, Instagram, book face stuff, whatever. TikTok's probably the most popular one. And then I think that's it, Mrs. Rosario. You got anything you want to add? Tell them to find people?
I have 0 words of wisdom today.
But that's not true. You always have words of wisdom. How dare you?
All right, guys, seriously, take care of yourself. Check on your people. Make sure everybody's functioning and take care of yourselves.
Yes.
That is all.
And I was going to quote, what was it, Jerry Springer? Be kind to yourself and others or something. I don't know what he used to say.
I don't remember. It was something along those lines. Jerry Springer,
It
blast from the past.
I always wanted to go to that show.
Yeah, well, it's too late now.
Kind of late now. He's not with us anymore. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. We appreciate you as always. Don't forget to tell other people about us. Got some stuff planned for the upcoming year. We will keep you posted. So
I am so excited.
yes, it is pretty cool stuff.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We will see you on the next episode.
Ciao.
Goodbye.